fucking York, man. I'm not trying to get killed. I already got another motherfuckers that don't like me down here. Shoot. So I am Corey Miller, like Josh said.
Yeah.
And you guys know anything about the Catholic Church?
I've heard about it.
Yeah, Catholic Church is some wild shit. So when I was a kid, my aunt had her house was severely haunted, and there was spiritual warfare going on in the house. And so they hired a priest to bless the house. We're all sitting outside, and 15 minutes later, the priest comes running out screaming, gets in his car, drives away. And I was maybe 8, so I didn't understand what my dad said, but he said to me, and I quote, "Normally the kids are running like that from the priest." And I thought it was really funny, looking back. My dad's low-key hilarious, but he's also low-key racist as fuck. He refers to his Asian coworkers as Chinamen.
That's fucked.
I'm like, "Dad, you can't do that anymore." He's like, "Oh, I've been calling them that since '74. I was like, "It's 2022 there, Hoss." You can't just walk up to people and be like, "Fucking Chinaman, am I right? Yeah, Yang." It's calm down, Dad. But anyways, yeah, it's just kind of nuts that normally children are running away from priests because they molest them. But that in that day, maybe it was a spirit of a child that got molested by a priest that ran that priest out of my aunt's fucking house. It was awesome. I used to hate going there. Fucking horrible. I mean, because she thought she was Hispanic but still couldn't cook. It's horrible. But anyways, I delivered for Domino's.
Woo!
Hold the applause. Hold the applause. And so I deliver for Domino's, and I get stuck in these rabbit holes on Instagram, motivational speeches from Eric Thomas, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You get William Hollis, and Eric Thomas be "Clean that shit. 5 years ago, you didn't think you'd be in this spot." Hell yeah, bro, I didn't think I'd be 30 years old delivering for fucking Domino's. You're totally right, Eric. 5 years ago, I was married, I had a career, I could see my penis. Take me back. Take me back, Eric. If you ever see that fucking DeLorean, my fat ass ain't fitting in it, but I'll do some crunches to get in that sucker. You know what I'm saying? But so I delivered for Domino's, and I got this really interesting delivery the other day. So I go to the Roadway Inn in Wormleysburg. It says room 315 or 316 or something like that. So I roll up as I'm driving. I look to my right, and all I see is a bunch of cops getting ready for something. And I thought they went to the Yankee Doodle restaurant, which is right there, to get breakfast because they have killer donuts. Low-hanging fruit, but anyways. So I go to knock on the door, and all I hear is these, "Who are you? Get down on the ground." I took a fucking pizza to a drug bust. It was fucking insane. Yeah. So they get the people in the back of the car, and I'm like, "Are you Marissa?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Where do you want your pizza at?" No. So I put it on top of the cop car, and I'm like, she's like, "You need anything else?" I was like, "Well, unless you want to tip me." And she's like, "I'm having a kind of a bad day." I'm like, "Listen, just because you're having a bad day doesn't mean you can't tip me at least 15%, you fucking bitch." Oh, just because you're having a bad day, offer it up to the cops. And then I took the pizza back to the shop with me because I don't back the blue. Fuck them dudes. They just ruined my whole day. I probably would have got a 20% tip from them if they didn't break down their fucking door. Right. It was insane. And they were all white. It was white on white crime. It was fucking nuts. It felt like Bernie Madoff. Nah. It was insane. But anyone got any side hustles? You got a side hustle, Mason?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I do construction stuff on the side.
That sounds like a career. A side hustle you got to download an app for. I do Uber Eats. And I got the most interesting Uber Eats in May. And it was $419 for Wendy's. $419 for Wendy's. I called Wendy's just to check to make sure. I didn't want to show up there and just there's no one there. It's just, we got you, we shut down. But so I swipe right, I grab the food, and when you look like I do, it doesn't look good walking out of Wendy's with 35 bags of food. Damn. No one's driving by thinking oh, he's gonna go feed the homeless, or he's taking that to a church meeting, or he's got a large family in town. They're thinking that fat fuck's gonna go home, put on some Janet Jackson, and eat all them fucking Baconators. Oh. And they're not far off. I would have put on Huey Lewis in the News or something a little bit more tasteful. But so in the special instructions, it said in all caps, twice, knock before entering. So I thought maybe a Hispanic lady typed this, but that one never lands. I don't know why. Only lands in Reading. Only lands in Reading. Because I told that joke one time in Reading, I got jumped. It was awesome.
Oh.
No, I didn't really get jumped. I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's nice.
Comedy, bro.
Yeah, my bad.
So I swipe right.
Red is believable. You know
Dude,
what I mean?
I'm from there, bro. It's awesome. I got accused of being racist once, and it's like we had 2 white kids in my graduating class. It was me and my twin sister. So yeah, the math just doesn't add up to be racist in that situation. It would have been rough. 790 people in that class, 2 white people. Yeah, not gonna happen. That's gonna be a rough day. But anyway, so I go to the Red Roof Inn. It says room 419. So it says knock before entering twice, all in caps. So I knock on the door. This will forever be etched in my mind. All I see when the door opens is 15 dudes standing around with condoms on, and like 3, and like a chick getting bent over with a dick in her mouth and a dick in her ass. And I'm like, hey, food's here. She like goes like this and like pulls the dick out of her mouth like, oh shit, like the food's here. So she got up, went to shake my hand. Bitch, you touched like 15 other dudes' fucking dicks. You ain't shaking my motherfucking
Did she
hand.
look good?
Oh no. Oh dude, I wouldn't have fucked her with anyone else's dick that was ever born. Nasty looking bitch.
Really?
Dude, I'm pretty sure she was on meth. Like 90% sure she was on meth. And like that, so they said to me, they're just like, she's like, oh, I got the Asiago salad. I'm like, that's a really good idea because that's light and you're doing anal. So, really good idea. Asiago salad. So, I'm like up there. I'm sweating my ass off because I don't know if you guys noticed, a surprise, I'm kind of out of shape. And the fucking elevator was down. So, like, when you look like I was carrying like 35 bags of food, I look like Johnny Cage from the original Mortal Kombat when he had too many suitcases. Yeah. Just walking around like, what the fuck? All this shit. But so, anyways, these dudes are like, hey man, what's your story? You seem like really interesting. And I'm like, bro, I ain't never done nothing like this. Like, what the fuck's your story? Like, where's your fucking business cards? So the dude says to me, he's like, hey, I'm Richard, and we own me and Chester own a fucking trucking company. And when we have a good quarter, we book Megan and do this with our employees.
What?
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, we had a good quarter at my last job. I got a 25-cent raise in a pizza party.
Oh
That was complete bullshit. So anyways, like, I'm over here, and I'm like, we work with a bunch of meth heads. Like, we could have just fucking picked one and just went to town. Like, at the time, I was working in a warehouse, and the meth to non-meth ratio is, like, really high. And they don't call them meth heads, they call them good selectors. So anyways, I'm just talking to these dudes. They give me their card and all this shit. So I leave. I'm thinking about it. Like, I really don't have shit to do the rest of the day. I might as well just like hop in. And they said to me, and I quote, you got to sign a waiver. I'm like, what the fuck you got to sign a waiver for, bro? They're like, oh, in PA, if you get waivers and record this, it's not considered prostitution. It's considered making a porno. So one night on Pornhub, if you guys are out at like 3 a.m, get back late, and you type in meth head gangbang, and I walk into the background, mind your fucking business. It's just that's just what it's gonna be like. And the best part about this whole situation, I keep running into the chick that gets gangbanged, Megan, and like every time I run into her, she's someplace where there's chairs, but she's always standing because she got rammed in the ass by 15 fucking guys. It was awesome.
Yeah. Corey Miller, everybody. You know what's funny? I come up, like, honestly, I be so lost in the sauce of comedy, man, because, and the core of it all, I do love it, you know what I mean? Even, like, listen to Corey talk and shit like that, he just delivered that story, that shit was good, you know? Yeah, everybody's doing what they gotta do, right? I be in it, and I be, like, just enjoying it, and when I come up here, I'm like, y'all give it up. I'm in it so much and I enjoyed it so much, I be believing there's a whole audience here. And I realized, like, oh, this is too much energy. That was just, I'm the only one that enjoyed that set. No one else, because no one else is here. Oh, man. All right. We're down to your last comment.